So, protest on University Avenue, organizers asking people who are not a part of the black community to stand in the background on their Facebook page. So the question is this morning, how do we feel about this? How do you feel about this? I'm personally having I'm kind of weighing it over in my mind. Good morning, Winston. So we're getting a reaction from it online. So what are people saying?
Well, you know what? It was quite difficult to have a balanced. There was so much support out there. I was trying to kind of be fair in pulling comments, but yeah, the hashtag being used, Black Lives Matter. This was the Facebook page being used, and as you had mentioned, some of the let's see, there we go. Some of the comments coming in here. Someone said, you know, these requests are silly. If they want progress, they shouldn't be focusing on making sure blacks are heard more than whites. As long as progress is being made, that's what matters. So this is one of the comments coming in. Another one here. Is this an anti-racist rally or a pro-segregation one?
And then it brings up a very interesting argument. Okay, so what does this person say?
One other one, Elif says, you know, I'm outraged by the fact that the media focused on whether or not non-white / non-black people of color were silenced, which is not the case, instead of on the hundreds of people who joined in solidarity against the murder of Michael Brown and the systemic racism that is prevalent in our justice system.
Yeah, it's a very tough one for people who are not part of the black community to understand and to really fathom. So it brings a very interesting discussion, and definitely discussion should happen with something like this. So you know, one way or the other, anything that affects a community should affect all of us, and if we should be outraged, we should all be outraged together in one shape or another. So it's a very interesting debate, very interesting.
And as we were talking about earlier in the news, it was what had gotten a lot of non-black people quite upset was the list of requests that they should stay in the background, and if police tried to intervene, that they should get in the way because they were less likely. Do you want me to pull that list?
No, I'm just saying this person says it quite well. Now the media is focusing more on whether or not white and non-black people of color were silenced, which they say was not the case. But again, there becomes a focal point for the media today instead of the protest itself. So very interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, Pidge saying, if you're offended that allies are asked to not try and be the center of attention at the protest, that is about black people. Don't worry, those rules can't possibly apply to you because you're not an ally. SMH, shake my head. Another comment. And one other one here, last one here from Jennifer. I'm disappointed that, rather, in the behavior of non-black allies on this page and at the protest, I saw only white people interviewed by major media sources present. And I have been called racist against white people, something that cannot actually exist. And it is quite absurd because the fact is, I am white.
All right. Thank you very much, Winston. And you can always make your comments on any story we do at BT Toronto. Let's check on traffic. Here's Russ.